歡迎大家入到嚟我哋CTU Information Day 電機工程學系 Electrical Engineering 嘅我哋網上嘅網站啦，咁或者話我哋嘅 Zoom 嘅頻道啦。咁今日成日咧由12點去到由9點半去到6點啊，都有唔同嘅活動帶俾大家嘅。咁特別咧，想講我哋而家就有一個嘅預先錄咗，係我哋系主任一個講座啦，就關於對唔住啊，請等一等下。OK， 唔好意思啊，有時有啲電腦嘅突發要處理啊。我見到有個 chat box 喎。有人同我講話聽唔到聲喎，大家可唔可以俾一啲 feedback？ 聽唔聽到我講嘢？我呢邊顯示係聽到嘅，係。而家聽到啦，係啦，有人話聽到啦。嗰位聽唔到講嘢嘅同學或者朋友咧，請你哋揾我哋嘅 EE staff 嘅其中一位 text 佢哋啊，佢哋可以幫到你解決嗰個問題嘅。係，唔該晒，有啲人feedback 話聽到啦，唔該晒。我哋今日開始嘅時候咧，就有一個嘅主題講座，係10零分鐘嘅啫，係講關於 EE 係乜嘢嚟嘅，就由我哋嘅系主任彭教授去講嘅。咁就希望大家係即係喺當中係對 EE 嘅認識係增加啦。咁完咗個 video 之後，到10點半咧。即係由個 video 完去到10點半啦嚇，咁我哋都可以有一啲問題解答、發問嘅時間咁樣，我哋又可以有一啲討論嘅。咁我想除咗我本人咧，就係或者介紹少少先啦。我本人就係叫Dr. Alex Wong 黃文翰博士，係城市大學電機工程學系嘅助理教授。咁除咗我之外咧，喺呢個鐘頭仲有2個。我哋嘅學生大使啦，就係阿 Ming 同阿 Felix， 係大家 say hello 啊！咁佢哋都係我哋嘅高年班學生，咁大家可以發問題，可以我同埋佢哋都可以幫忙去嘗試解答嘅。咁事不宜遲啦，我哋就開始呢一個嘅 video。咁請大家都請大家耐心等候啊！呢啲嘅信息萬變，佢又刪咗我個 video 啦，真係唔好意思。呢個重新開個，俾大概10秒鐘時間我。可能頭先嗰個電腦問題就係佢刪咗個 video。OK， 而家應該可以啦。嗱，我會首先分享咗個 screen， 請大家話俾我聽係咪睇到啊？請問係咪睇到一個黑色螢幕咧？
係啊。
好啊，我而家開始 play 啦。
Welcome to Bold at CityU. I'd like to share with you today electrifying the future, every day and everywhere. That you can have the impaired people to see again. What about having artificial tumors that the doctors can use to help the patients to kill cancer? What seemed to be unbelievable before is now a reality. Thanks to electrical engineering. What is electrical engineering, or EE in short? Why is it that it's with us every day and everywhere? Electrical engineering includes computer, internet, and cell phones. We also build all the microelectronics and control system. We have communication system that sits on satellite station and also rides on the spaceships. We develop a lot of sensors that allow us to collect tons of data, and we use artificial intelligence to analyze them. Furthermore, we also generate biomedical systems that can be used for diagnostics and treatment. Therefore, we can see that EE is with us everywhere and every day, just like the air around us that we breathe in. We cannot live without it. Why did I choose EE? Decades ago, when I was a freshman on campus, I was really excited to see that there's so many different majors that are very interesting that I can choose from. I had considered astronomy because this allows me to study the whole universe. I also like chemical engineering because I can create green energy that could help to save the world. What about electrical engineering? I believed that it is an exciting area. There are many inventions happening in the Silicon Valley that lots of young people are there to try to make the computers much better and faster. At the same time, the computers become smaller and much less expensive. I find that to be very amazing because most of anything else that we have, when they perform better, they often become a lot more expensive and much bigger, except microelectronics. Therefore, I believe that by being an electrical engineer, I can create something new that can help others. I also thought that choosing EE would be easier for me because I was good at math and science, which are the tools for EE. Years later, all these reasons that I chose EE are still valid. There's one exception for me. Indeed, studying EE was easy for me, but I did have to work very hard. All these students who told you that they can get A's without putting in any effort, that is simply not true. For anything that we want to be really good at, we do have to put in extensive amounts of time and effort. How does EE benefit the world? As electrical engineers, we are responsible to make all the EE applications to be better. It could be those faster computers, much quicker network, or the better communication channels that allows the kids to be able to talk to the parents or even the grandparents thousands of miles away. We are also coupling robots with control systems so that we can build more reliable autonomous cars. By developing new devices and being able to deliver power more efficiently, we can have a sustainable and cheaper energy system. Using artificial intelligence as well as the big data that we got from our sensors, that helps us to resolve the crime much faster and better. Nowadays, we can even develop better online teaching during these pandemics. Why is the job of the electrical engineer so exciting? As engineers, we have these huge responsibilities. We need to make decisions for the whole society. For example, we have to decide who should have the priority for those breakthroughs in biomedical devices that can help the cancer patients. We also need to have a balance between personal privacy versus safety in the society. Also, we have to allocate resources either to some of the areas related to the elderly so that they can have the point of care treatment, or create more opportunities for the young people to have new jobs in the high-tech area. We need to balance the technological risks and opportunities for future inventions and policies. We are here to create, to invent, and to discover. We need to make the impossible innovations and advancement to happen. As electrical engineers, we go from ideas to implementation, and we eventually go from the conceptual stage all the way to the final products. What is most important as engineers is that we need to work closely together as a team player. We need to work together with people from different backgrounds so that jointly together we can go from the designs and finish up with the new products. My own involvement in EE has gone through different stages. I started in the electrical engineering department at Princeton University, studying microelectronic devices for my PhD thesis, and then I worked on basic fundamental device physics all the way to integrated circuit technology. While I was a student there, I was very fortunate to have an internship at Bell Laboratories. I was able to work with the best engineers, and we are all working towards making the next generations of integrated circuits better. One of the outstanding engineers was Simon Z, who led the team to develop reliable oxides as well as clever designs for new transistors. In the team, we also had George Smith, who was Simon's boss. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in charge coupled device. At Bell Labs, we work on devices that has micron size. Later, after I graduated, I joined MIT Lincoln Laboratory. And we work on submicrometer devices, and we are changing the transport mechanisms of electrons from classical theory to quantum effect. With that, we are able to develop many exciting devices that has multiple new functions, as well as much better performance. We also focus on developing the technology that we can eliminate the defects in the devices so that the devices and the circuits will be more reliable. Later, I joined University of Michigan, as well as now being at City University of Hong Kong. I continue to develop nanotechnology for electronic and photonic devices. We also extend our activities beyond the devices and move into the biomedical microsystems. Why is EE the everyday and everywhere technology? Because electrical engineering involves evolution of technology. Take printing technology as an example. It was one of the 4 greatest inventions in ancient China more than 1,000 years ago. Printing allows the common people to be able to gain the knowledge from the printed books. The technology allows books to be produced at low cost in mass production. Therefore, it's very important that we got a huge group of people to be educated. This important technology got evolved to become the advanced nano imprint technology. This is a fascinating technology where very small features can be printed, and we can build devices all the way down to atomic size level. This nano imprint technology also has the advantage that it can be used with much higher uniformity at much lower cost compared to other available technology. What is especially unique for Nano Imprint is that we can build three-dimensional devices and microsystems that typically will be very difficult to be carried out using other available technology. With the nanotechnology that we developed, we have made different quantum effect devices, including these self-aligned field emitters, as well as the chemical sensors that allowed us to be able to detect wide range of chemicals with very high sensitivity. Yi not only make those devices and chemical sensors, it can help people in the daily life and can even save lives. Look at some of those biomedical devices that we developed. They can benefit people who are suffering from different diseases. This is an example of the flexible neuroprobes. The neuroprobes can make the blind people to be able to see. What we did is that we developed some of the flexible membranes where we can dynamically control the membrane's curvature so that they can curve and match exactly our retina. On top of those flexible membranes, we have the electrodes. Through the electrodes, we can send the stimulating signals so that they can produce the visual signals to our brain. In this way, people who lost their eyesight will be able to see again. What else can we do with nanotechnology and engineering designs? What about an artificial tumor? Usually, electrical engineers, they will control the electrons or photons in devices such as transistors and lasers. Using similar approaches, we developed some of those three-dimensional platforms that allow us to control the movements of biomolecules and cells. We use the 3D nanotechnology to generate the artificial tumor that mimic what it would be in real life. At the same time, we added additional elements so that we can have topography, coating, designs, layouts, as well as electric fields so that we can control the cell migration behavior. With the three-dimensional artificial tumors that we developed, we were successful in separating the cancer cells from the normal cells. With this, the device potentially can be used to remove the cancer cells from the patients. All these examples that I have shown you earlier indicated that what could not be imagined before now is a reality for helping others. Isn't it amazing what an electrical engineer can do? Yi has created many electrifying innovations. Just as exciting are the innovations that are yet to be defined. Thank you.
各位好啊，我哋返嚟啦。我喺度睇緊。我希望我哋大部分嘅會眾咧都能夠睇到嗰一個 video 啊。我知道有少部分人咧就見到係至少有人 feedback 係或者睇得唔係咁清楚啊。呢個可能關乎嗰個網絡嘅負責啦，同埋 Zoom 嘅傳送嘅科技啊。咁剛才個 video 就顯示到我哋嘅系主任啊彭教授講述嘅一啲嘅即係電機工程一啲嘅新動向啊，同埋一啲尖端嘅科技，包括我哋系主任做嘅研究就係用嗰個納米科技，就係嗰個即係好細嘅印刷嘅科技咧，去做一啲早期嘅癌細胞嘅探測啦，同埋或者進一步可以做一個即係好似我哋有一啲老鼠屋、曱甴屋啊，可以做一啲癌細胞屋，去捉住啲癌細胞，等佢唔可以發展，有呢個好新嘅治療嘅方法。其實嗰個係表示到電機工程嘅應用咧， 其實好廣泛嘅，唔係淨係燈啊、電啊、一啲無線電傳播系統啊。咁其實可以應用喺生物學啦。今朝我趕時間啦，坐的士翻工嘅時候，的士司機用 Alipay 俾錢㗎嘛。咁啊，呢啲無線即係呢啲即係網絡上面嘅支付啦 ，virtual payment 啦。咁其實依涵括嘅範圍好廣嘅。我哋睇完呢一個 video 啦，大家可以有唔同嘅問題都可以發問嘅。